All right, guys, great news came out of Pennsylvania here recently for you people out there who are looking into becoming nurses. Student loan forgiveness, or student loan relief, whatever you want to call it, is now becoming more and more of a thing for nurses. This is something, at least here locally, that used to only be available to teachers, and still locally for me here in North Carolina, it is really still only for teachers. We don't have one yet for nurses. However, student loan relief does exist for people out there in other states other than mine. And as I said before, Pennsylvania is now making the news by creating a student loan relief package for nursing students. Now, the thing about these student loan relief packages, or relieves, bills, whatever they are, they oftentimes come with stipulations. They're oftentimes not something that says, hey, you become a nurse, we'll go ahead and give you the money for it. Typically, you got to go ahead and graduate your program. You got to have some sort of GPA. Then you got to go into some sort of field, like long-term health care, in order to fulfill the Student Loan Forgiveness Act, Student Loan Forgiveness Bill, reliefs, whatever it may be, whatever it is actually called. You have to fulfill these requirements. Some of them require you to be educators. You know, they wherever the need is, that's where they want you to go. Very few of them just say, hey, since you're now a nurse, we're going to go ahead and pay your loans back. One thing that none of these say, that I am sure is in the fine print, is that you have to have their specific loan. You can't just use whatever loan you come up with. You have to use whatever specific loan to be relieved comes from. You also have to, again, abide by their rules and requirements. And then, even then, it's not even the full loan that is forgiven. It's, however many dollar amounts is forgiven. However, this is still not a bad thing, especially for those of you who are looking to become nurses out there. A lot of these things really help nurses in rural areas. I'm not exactly sure why. Urban areas need nurses as well, but many of these things help nurses in rural areas. So, looking to get a college education, and then you're going to have to pay for it, but you get paid back for it, look into nursing, as there are more and more of these student loan forgiveness relief packages out there per state. Of course, always look up your particular state. As I said before, North Carolina, where I am located, does not have one of these packages. Companies do. I worked for a company that did have a loan forgiveness, or a relief package, if you will. I worked for a company that did pay your tuition up to a certain percentage if your GPA was high enough. So companies will also do this. However, North Carolina as a state doesn't. Pennsylvania, they just started it. They're going to go ahead and say, hey, let's go ahead and get you guys through school. We need the nurses. Pennsylvania did, at least. And yes, we need the nurses. And yes, this is a good thing. It just doesn't forgive everything, because, somebody's got to get paid somewhere along the way. But still, every little bit helps. If you're looking into becoming a nurse, definitely look into your state to see if they have a student loan forgiveness for nursing, and then see what requirements are needed in order to complete that transaction, and go for it. I mean, hey, they're taking some money, giving you some money back once you get it done. It is what it is. And I hope that someone takes advantage of that relief package. If you like this video, check this one out over here. You like the channel? Go ahead and, like, share, and subscribe over there. If you like nurses making the news on Thursday, I know this is more of a financial based, check out, there should be a playlist down below. Thank you so much. Hope it helps. Thank you much.